Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 278. Talking about a DoorDash, arrest, Uber's new safety tools, Amazon Flex Chaos, and Waymo Woes, which is always Waymo Woes for sure. Go to gigeconomyshow.com for everything Gig Economy Podcast related. And I want to thank our Patreon members. Samson from Grand Rapids, Bud Dickman from North Carolina, Omar from Detroit, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Frank from Philly, Tom from McHenry, Illinois, Jim from Connecticut, Miguel from GR, Linda from Tampa, Jerry Gillette from Kentucky, Faith from Las Vegas, Metal Kick-Ass from Louisiana, and Anna from New York City. You can go to patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast. There you can sign up for any kind of tier you want. We got 3 tiers there, and there's a 7-day free trial if you want to try it out, listen to some of the shows, and if you don't like it, then you can cancel. Otherwise, just let it roll over and you're good to go. Larry, Telegram group, this is it's exciting tonight because we have a clip of the week. Thank you, Faith. You fucking rock.
Yeah, so our Telegram group's how we communicate for the most part. It's like a chat app, but you can also, instead of just texting, you can also do video or voice messages. So when you're out driving, sometimes it's inconvenient to try to text and drive, but it's really easy to do a voice message or sometimes, like I said, a video message. You can talk to gig workers all over the world, people who know what you're going through, know the struggles that you deal with, and we talk about what apps are happening, any new ones that are coming on, what's going on in the gig world. And a lot of times we're just shooting a breeze and talking about life and talk about a little bit of everything, as you'll hear. And we're talking about in our clip of the week.
And the clip, did I have a stinger for that?
I don't think so.
I thought I did.
Maybe you do. Let's see.
It's not on my board.
Wait a minute. I think, go ahead. I thought for sure I saw it.
No, that was when I actually had loaded it, clip of the week. So that wasn't it. So anyways, this clip of the week comes with a picture. And sorry, there are so many fucking StreamYard, as you can see. We're streaming horizontal and vertical, and they've added so many things. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So this one comes with a picture. I'm going to play it, and then we're going to talk about this.
Yes.
So yeah, here's the clip of the week.
They should be buying their own self-love and not having us poor sparkers going to buy this and having to have an associate open the counter and then putting it in a box, and then when you get to the register, they have to unlock the box. They should go get it them damn selves, these horny bastards.
Them horny bastards.
Them horny bastards. Oh, it's always them horny bastards.
So our fan Bubba Sue and super supporter had to deliver this for Spark, and Larry, you know, he said, "Hey, what's a pleasure air rose?" And I'm like, you know, Larry, I don't know. I see intensity level, so I'm assuming it's some sort of vibrator, but I also think it might be a pocket, you know what? So yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
Well, here's what it said when I looked it up.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you looked it up on your computer.
Yeah, I don't care. It said it's a toy that offers gentle air vibrations that mimic sucking and massaging sensations for intensified pleasure and enhanced solo play, designed to recreate the feel of oral sex. The Rose suction vibrator delivers blissful sensations whenever you crave them.
Okay, so need a little bit more clarification. Goodness. Is this for women or men? Well, I mean, we're not judging if the other gender uses it, but are you having internet problems? Oh, Larry's having internet problems.
I shouldn't. I'm my speed is great. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on, man.
You don't know what's going on? Can you hear me now, though? What the fuck?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My speed's great. I just did a speed test. Everything.
I couldn't tell you. You're the one that can't hear me, so.
Well, you were disappearing. Like your picture was disappearing, and then
Really?
mine started disappearing. Yeah,
No,
it was really
yours
weird.
never
So,
disappeared, but yeah,
so I don't
I
know
don't
how
know.
much of that description you heard or didn't hear.
No, I heard it all. I was just
Okay.
trying to get some clarification if it was for women or men. Bubba Sue says women.
Yeah. When the result right below it was the actual from the actual company, and they says Love Honey Pleasure Air Rose Clitoral Suction Stimulator.
Okay, there we go. That I missed that last part of the clitoral part. That really makes sense.
Yeah,
But
it's acting weird again. Yeah, it says it's Clitoral Suction Stimulator.
gotcha. Yeah, so I've never had to deliver anything like that, and there's no judgment. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
thought Bubba Sue's message was very funny, and Faith sent that my way. So those are the kind of messages you get in the Telegram group. Sometimes some helpful tips as well, but
Yeah.
sometimes some funny shit. So
That's true.
So just kind of throwing things in here. We're having some like YouTube issues too. I don't know. It somehow created like a yeah, it's fucked up. It created like 3 streams. I don't know what's going on because one of my friends was like, "Are you talking yet? Because it's not even live. I can't hear you." So that was a little weird. So sorry if you can't hear me. Although if you can't hear me, then you can't understand my apology. So oh, Larry, you got nothing.
Oh man, just cutting out. Like I hear
it's gonna be
I hear a little bit.
It's gonna be super rough to do a show with that.
Yes, it is.
We can't have our banter back and forth. So,
oh goodness.
I guess just let me know when you can hear me, and
okay.
I guess
I'm
I don't know
right
what
now.
to do. Huh?
I'm good right now.
Okay. Well, we'll just fucking get into it, I guess.
Can you hear me?
This is not gone the way I wanted. I was really pumped for this and fucking internet. So let's just jump into. You got any stories from the road? I don't have anything. I haven't done any gig work.
Yeah, no, I was out Saturday. It was Western Kentucky University's last home football game of the year. We still got a couple of away games. So I did go out. It was pretty busy. Always is, taking people to tailgate and then taking people back from tailgate when they've had too much. So I stayed out till about dinner time that night, and then came home, had dinner, and stayed home for the rest of the night.
Okay, you gonna throw up?
No, just just had a burp though.
Yeah. Okay. So no stories or anything. I really didn't do any gig work either. I starting to feel like Jesper, honestly, just due to the fact that I haven't. God, it's been a bit. Probably. I mean, I think I did something in the beginning of November, so I'm not a month old. Yeah, you're just frozen. Yeah, you're just freezing up. I don't know if you want to get out and reboot your computer and come back in. I don't know. I can stay live and just handle it from here until you come back, but you can't even hear me.
Now I can hear you now, but like all that was just broken all to pieces.
Just go ahead and leave and reboot your computer and come back. I can handle it until you come back.
Okay, I'll try. All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my end. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna talk about during. God, this has been so fucking awkward. Larry, this is brutal, he says in the private chat. So we talked about recently with the that girl that went viral that said she was sexually assaulted, and we talked about it ad nauseum, you know what I mean? And basically the gist, if you don't know, she said she went to go deliver food and the door was wide open, and then she saw his genitals out, like he was like cashed out on the couch. But she decided to take a video about it, but like of it, and then claim that she was sexually assaulted. And it kind of came out that it was not that, and she actually opened the door because it wasn't open all the way because the Ring camera caught it. She actually opened the door, videotaped it, and posted it to TikTok. So this is a story about that, just to follow up because, you know, it was about a month ago. And yeah, this is kind of the update on it.
Olivia Henderson, aka DoorDash Girl, was arrested today and charged with 2 felony charges. And honestly, I'm not surprised by this. You cannot record somebody naked in their own home and then post it online for other people to see. And on top of that, she was profiting off the videos that she posted. And for all the people that were saying the only reason she recorded it is so that she can have evidence, that made no sense. It made no sense because she posted the videos online. Maybe if she recorded it and sent it to the authorities, that might have helped her out. But once she posted that man's body parts on the internet, as well as his full name and his address, she messed up, which I said in my previous videos. So yeah, now she has 2 felony charges and a court date coming up. Olivia Anderson, aka DoorDash Girl, just got arrested. But even with this new information coming out, some of y'all are still gonna try to spin it and say that she was the victim.
I mean, the spinning is always going to happen, right? And someone getting sexually assaulted is definitely like a real, like, it's a rough thing, right? You know, you don't want to victim shame people that are claiming that they were sexually assaulted. But when the evidence comes out is that she wasn't, and she was the one that you know, recorded the video and opened the door and all that other stuff, you know, you're kind of at the point where, like, well, you're not really a victim, you're kind of the perpetrator at this point, because
not even kind of you are definitely the perpetrator.
Yeah, I would expect some level of privacy. Like, okay, he had his junk out, but like, I can't.
He's in his house. He's in his own house.
I know, and I can't say I ever did. I've never done that, so I don't know. But you know, it's still his house, and even if the door wasn't all the way open and she pushed it, like, there's a level of privacy there.
Yeah,
and it said leave at the door, so I don't.
And regardless of any of that, she posted it online.
Yeah, I mean that
went way, that's way over the line. Yeah, like she was claiming she needed it for evidence. Well, you don't have to post it online if you need it for evidence. Exactly. You're obviously trying to get views.
Yeah, and we talked about that originally, that was the biggest problem with it, is like, why are you posting it to the internet?
Right.
So she's a piece of shit. I hope she gets I mean, I hope something terrible happens to her. Not terrible, but like, I hope she gets, you know, I hope she doesn't get a slap on the wrist, I guess what I'm saying. Sure. I hope it's a little bit more than that. So
yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. It sounds like, sorry. Okay. So we talked about, I just did a TikTok about it, and like, about what the women only feature, and like, are you guys offended about that, or the lawsuit that was going on that these guys were suing? And some people were like, some guy was like, I think they should win the lawsuit, and I also think women should have the right to do it. And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you either, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that response to some of them, but whatever. I guess if that's what works for you.
Yeah.
But Nashville has expanded this, and other U.S. cities. I had thought this was kind of like a thing. Is it where you were? Well, you wouldn't know. You're not a woman, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
I just thought this was already a nationwide thing, but
no, they're still rolling it out. But they've rolled it out quite a few cities now.
It says to Nashville and 25 other cities, so it doesn't really list the other ones. But again, I think it's great. I think it's something that I think is important, as guys are douchebags, especially the guy that just joined the chat, the real Josh 05. Although you said, what's up, Jason and Larry? He definitely is a predator. So yeah, I think it's great. I'm glad they're doing it, and they should roll it out everywhere.
Yeah.
Welcome, Josh. Yeah, we were having some internet issues, so I think Larry's back, but boy, that was rough at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just going. That was quick and easy. So Larry, we'll jump into your video, which Jason's stupid. He wrote Amazon Flex, or it says Amazon Flex, but it doesn't tell me what the video's about. So
I know which video it is. You want me to play it?
yeah, sure. You want to set it up and go?
Yeah. So let me find it here. What's what I'm talking about? Yeah. So this is a strange this is a strange video.
Oh, is this the naked lady one?
Yes. Yeah. So
This
we'll play it.
Weird.
Yeah, this is really weird. We'll play it and then we'll discuss it. But yeah, pretty crazy. All right.
I called him, they on the way. I called him, they on the way. I don't have a shirt for him. I ain't got no shirt. Damn. You so fucked up. Yeah, hold on. I got hold on. Get down. Get down. Get down. What the fuck? No, fuck! I got a camera up here. Get that fuck down! Bitch! Oh, shit! Please, you record everything. Yay! Oh my fucking god, the bitch is going. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh my god, my phone is in there. I can't even call my phone. Oh, this is dumbass.
Okay, for the audio listeners, this was I said Amazon delivery. It wasn't an Amazon van. I guess it was a
it could be. It could have been just a rental. They use a lot of rentals.
So guy pulls up, and as he's pulling up, there's a lady that's probably the customer, the owner of the house, is standing out there, and then this other black lady just walks by with no clothes on and walks up to his van, and he gets out, and I don't understand why he just got out, and he kind of just lets her get in his van. She climbs in the van, and then next thing you know, she takes off, and he's screaming because she takes off, and you can hear it at the end. She wrecks, and it sounds bad.
Yeah, I didn't watch it all the way through, so my expression was like, it was so loud in my head.
It was very loud. Yeah, she wrecked it, and but yeah, some of the comments were like, "Yeah, dude, why do you not lock your door? She's standing right there. You can tell she's trying to get in your van. What are you doing? You know, why would you not lock your door?"
Yeah, like he just got out like nonchalant, like, "Oh, hey,
dude,
like chick's naked, like roll the window up."
And she's obviously on drugs or having a mental health issue, because just the way she's walking, you can kind of tell something's going on there. Which is sad. But she takes off. And
oh no, my phone's in there.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you gonna scan the package? Like you had to bring your. Oh my god, there's so many several things. Then he was just like, oh no.
Yeah. And he's like, did you record all that? And she's like, yeah, I did. He's like, thank goodness.
What's wild on these cameras? There's so many different styles of cameras, and like that one, the video wasn't super great.
Yeah.
But the audio was incredible. You know what I mean? Like you could pick up, and that's why that crash was so loud in my ear. I was like,
if you didn't listen to it all the way through the first time, you missed that because it's toward the end. But she definitely hit something pretty solid.
Yeah, that van's fucked up. Good thing it's a rental.
Yeah, but I don't understand. You wonder what's going. You don't know if it just caught him by surprise. But I mean, he saw her walking up. It wasn't like she popped up all of a sudden. She's walking through the yard and walks up to the van. I see a woman who's obviously having issues. I think I'm going to lock the door, or something. I'm not going to let her just get in the van or take my keys out or something. I'm not going to leave keys in.
Some people don't have that. It's not street smarts, but just like that. Real life common sense. Like, aren't you getting a weird feeling inside? Like,
you don't have any situational awareness,
Yeah, this is normal. We're gonna keep the window. Like, she just nonchalant walked up and he opened the door, and he stepped out, and she it was like she was replacing him for the day.
He was tagging out and she was getting in.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. So
and then I like one of the comments that was down below the story. They're like, "Oh, any dude's gonna let a naked woman in his van."
No.
I'm like, no, that is not true.
Not broad daylight, and someone that you don't know. So
and someone that's obviously having issues.
Steve says Jason is saying some people are stupid. Yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, is it common sense? Is it street smart or whatever? No, that guy was just stupid. So
Hey, what's up, Steve?
yes, Steve. All right, next up, this is another this is Amazon Flex Heavy, or Amazon in general.
That's all right.
So this guy is delivering, and he's got like a
I love
motorbike
this. I love this.
in a trailer. So here we go. I don't know, dude.
I would do that in a heartbeat, man. As long as the weather's going to be good.
Well, obviously it's in Arizona or Vegas,
yeah.
somewhere it doesn't rain ever.
Right. Because you'd be up a creek if it starts raining. You got all these packages in this open.
I'm surprised they let them do that though.
They don't care as long as they're getting delivered. Why do they care?
I mean, I don't think you have to. I'm trying to think if you have to put your car on Amazon Flex. I don't think you do. So maybe they don't really care, because I mean, I've seen people show up in a U-Haul, and like a big old box truck.
A U-Haul,
yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you rent it for $20 a day. If you do 2 routes, you got to pay for mileage too. So I don't know how much the mileage is, but it's not the best way to do it, obviously, because you got to pay for gas mileage and the $20 a day. But
yeah, why don't you just use your own vehicle?
I mean, they clearly don't have one, because why would you rent the U-Haul?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you got to get it done, you got to get it done. But yeah, I mean, so you would like that?
Oh, I would love that, man. I love riding motorcycles.
Okay, so did you ride motorcycles before?
That's the very first vehicle I bought, man. Right out of basic training was a motorcycle. I didn't even own a car for like 2-3 years. All I had was a motorcycle. Rode it rain, shine, snow, whatever, man.
Really?
That's all I had.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Or maybe if you
my
told
butt
me,
off many a time.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, I've never ridden on a motorcycle. I don't know, but
I love it, man.
Yeah. I bet it can be fun at times, for sure.
Yeah. Just got to be careful.
Yeah, as always. New Zealand. Speaking of New Zealand, I haven't talked to Janet in a hot second, but the top court rules that Uber drivers are employees. So I know she had talked in the last year about something like this, and I wonder if it's just a follow-up on it.
Yeah. I think it was something they were discussing, but I think they finally made a ruling on it. According to this story, I guess there's 4 rideshare drivers who had filed a case through their union, I guess through 2 unions.
Okay.
So as always, Uber argued that the drivers were independent contractors. They're using it as the Uber platform, but they weren't employees. But the Supreme Court in New Zealand ruled that they are to be considered employees. Said this implications of this decision could be far-reaching. As far as giving them the right to pursue full employment rights, such as restitution for historic underpayment of wages, things like sick leave, all those kind of things that you get as an employee. Of course, Uber's saying right now, this decision only relates to these 4 drivers and delivery partners, and Uber Eats will continue to operate as normal, which is weird. So I guess right now it just concerns these 4. That's the way that the article states it. I don't understand.
That's weird.
How that's going to work. Yeah. So anyway, the court said that Uber had earlier appealed the first court's ruling, and they ejected Uber's appeal in this decision. The judge noted that whether somebody qualifies as an employee or not is becoming ever more important in the world, with the fragmentation of jobs and the globalization of work, and just how work is broken down these days, and so much gig work going on.
Yeah, I wonder why there's only 4. Like, is that the only 4 people in the union? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. 2
Yeah.
people, you can create a union. You just need more than one. It just seems odd that it would only apply to those 4 people.
Yeah, that's very strange. So yeah, might have to try to follow up a little more on that and see what happens from there.
Speaking of union, I did email. I finally got a hold of that Tennessee union. I somehow connected to them on Instagram. That was the place I messaged them.
Okay.
And then I finally got around to emailing them, and I haven't heard anything from them. So,
like I said, I've contacted them half a dozen times.
Well, they responded back. I was like, "Hey, I'd love to have you in the show on Instagram," and they're like, "Yeah, we'd love to come on." I was like, "Cool. Can you just shoot me an email because that's easier to communicate?" I'm not in on Instagram very much. I don't have any push notifications. They're like, "Yeah, here's the email," and so I sent it along, and then it's been cricket. So I'll have to email them one more time. I'm not gonna. I mean, for a place that's trying to get the word out, like fucking respond back to me. I mean, I'm well, although not the biggest platform, obviously, but a platform to talk about it and give you a fair shake of everything.
Yeah, and it's a platform that is right in their in their niche.
Yeah, and we're not going to roast your ass. We're going to give it a fair shake, just like anything.
Yeah,
and not returning my email. I'm just maybe it went to spam. I don't know. We're a spammy kind of company, so
yeah,
not really. All right,
to contact you about your car warranty.
Yeah, right. That's hilarious. So this next article, God, this browser is just on the struggle bus for me. Maybe it is my internet. Although you went to reboot it, it was fine.
It seemed,
hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Now I'm clicking ads in the fucking article, so that's always a good sign. Popping up. Lyft, there is zero likelihood of self-driving cars will replace human drivers in any reasonable time frame. Our boy David Risher talks about. So it was funny because we talked. God, I don't know. It just feels like when we're on the Waymo talk, it's like it's coming soon. Like they're talking, and then now we're talking about this with Lyft saying it's not. Although he has partnered with some autonomous things, so he says this is that the rollout of the self-driving is going to be really slow, and he'd be surprised if 10% of Lyft's business came from self-driving vehicles in 2030, which I feel that's valid. I mean, that's 5 years. I mean, almost 4 years, really.
Yeah, 4 years.
5 is almost done.
Yeah.
This is where it gets a little weird. He says he thinks most people are wary of self-driving cars and prefer a human at the wheel. Customers won't demand it. They'll just say, I don't want to get in a self-driving car. And then furthermore, the economics of self-driving are less appealing than most people think at the first glance. Getting rid of all your drivers, like an opportunity for ride-hailing apps to reduce costs while having a fleet of cars can be really expensive, obviously. And then he talked about, like you've talked about, Larry, $250,000 to $300,000 for a car.
Right. Yeah. And that's the big thing that I don't, it's hard to figure out how they're going to get around that because they've, all these years they haven't had to own cars and vehicles and worry about cleaning them and fuel and all that kind of stuff. That's been on the drivers. And if they're going to have these self-driving cars, obviously that's going to be on them to do all that.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about it since the beginning that a big company like that is not in the business of owning fleets. It would just kill them. I mean, it's so expensive. Like we know as gig workers how expensive.
Oh yeah, you can run it. You can go through a car pretty quick.
Yeah, especially if you're working full time. I mean,
a Waymo car can work. Pretty much, 20 hours a day or
yeah,
how long they're not charging.
He also said something like, well, when people are sleeping, those cars are just going to be dead there, rusting, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he was a little dramatic when he's talking about the rust and like it's not going to be used. I'm like, bro, have you been out past 9 p.m. anywhere in a popular city? Those cars are going to work till all night. Maybe from like 4A to 6A might be a little slow, but
right. Yeah. Cause even here in Bowling Green, it's funny because people ask me all the time, how late do you stay out? And I'm like, Saturdays, But I'm usually a lot of times I'm out till 3:30 in the morning. They're like, oh my God, who's out at 3:30 in the morning? I'm
Bro.
like, dude, there's people, there's always people moving and needing to get somewhere, whether it's, college kids coming home from house parties or trying to get back to their dorm from somewhere. It's not just bars. Bars are closed at 2, but there's still other things going on.
Well, think about the states or cities that the bars are closed at 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's you're closing at 4, and depending in the summertime, the sun's starting to crack up, and like 90 minutes later, like I don't think they're going to be sitting around as much as he thinks, but I am surprised how much he really kind of was bashing them though. Because
he's like completely on the other side from Uber and from Dara and Elon. They're coming, it's coming fast. We're going to be doing all these rides in next year, and of course Elon's always like that with whatever he's
no shit
working. So you kind of overlook him. He's kind of the outlier, but very different takes on it as far as from Uber and Lyft.
Well, I feel like he's just kind of flipped the script because we talked about partnering. I can't remember which company, but maybe he had his because didn't they just have their third quarter earnings report, and they're like, yo, you need to stop talking about let's not get on the autonomous train. Let's talk about how it's going to take a while to get here and stuff like that, because you're going to be hurting our stock, as you had said that the stock was creeping up a little bit. But so I don't know, it's interesting. I feel like they're kind of talking out both sides of their mouth, but Uber's like full steam ahead on autonomous.
Definitely.
I mean, they even a couple of years ago, didn't they make that claim of we're going to be like electric cars, at least electric cars by 2030. And then I don't know what they made the claim about Waymo, but Tesla boy is getting offended. Oh, he does.
He said enough with the Elon slander. I'm not slandering him. I'm just pointing out, and you have to agree that the man will say stuff's coming out when he knows damn well it ain't coming out.
What did we talked about? God, we talked about so much a couple months ago, but we did talk about, didn't he claim something like 5 years ago was going to be out, and it still hadn't?
I'm sure he did, but I mean, I admire the guy for a lot of things that he does, but you can't trust his timelines.
No, you can't. Timeline's not a good thing. So, all right. Waymo in the news.
The Waymo woes.
The Waymo woes. So we got a video and then a just briefly article. Oh my God, I got to spend some time in here to find all my shit. Okay, so this is a Waymo trying to back up out of an alley, looks like. Okay, unmute. You got to do it yourself. It says you can't unmute your guest because you chose to.
Oh, I didn't.
There you go. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. I didn't mute. I never clicked on anything.
No, I didn't either. I was trying to unmute. Oh,
yeah.
God, I think this is this new software that's the bugs. Because normally during sound videos they mute us, you know what I mean? But I stopped playing it. But anyways, so did anything happen at the end of that video, or
I don't know, right when it cut off, you could see he was backing up toward that truck, and he it looks like he turns toward the truck like he's gonna hit it.
I should have played the whole thing.
But I think there was somebody maybe walking on the other side of the sidewalk or something across the street, from what I read in the comments. But I mean, to be fair, I know a lot of people who would have trouble backing up like that. I think we would be fine, but I know some people who that would be horrible for them to
Yeah,
try to back
so
up like that.
the limited vision that we had, I
Mhm.
honestly would have tried to probably done a 10-point turn.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
really
yeah,
quick
yeah.
and just because we
Mhm.
got, at least in my car, it does a front camera and a back camera.
Mhm.
So I can get really fucking close to
Oh, yeah.
anything and
Yeah.
not hit it. And I think I would have done that instead of just like, gone straight out, back like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about? I noticed not now the Waymo, it beeps when it backs up, like
Uh-huh.
our buses do, which is
Right.
fine.
Sure.
But I have noticed there was a car or a truck somewhere that was newer,
Mhm.
that had that too. Now I don't know if he added it or if they're adding that
Oh, the
to.
backup beep sound?
Yeah, what do you think about that in a regular car?
I'm fine with that. I
As long
mean,
as it's not super
right.
obnoxious.
Right. Yeah. I think it's fine.
I think it is too. I think to adding that safety level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ours
It
is
lets
loud.
everybody know that, this is that you're backing up. So
If you're standing behind a bus, not the one backing up, like if I'm doing my light check and I'm
Mhm.
right there and the bus behind me puts it in reverse,
yeah.
it's ear piercing. Like
Oh,
I'm
really?
like closing it until she moves back a little bit so
Yeah.
it clears my path. But yeah,
Right.
the bus ones are really freaking
Oh, I'm
loud.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
And then also it looks like they added highway driving in San Francisco. I'll be honest with you, Larry. I thought they were already doing some highway work. I didn't know.
No, I think until now it's
first?
just been it's been the streets,
Okay.
the neighborhoods and downtown and things like that. But
Yeah, using freeways is essential for Waymo to offer rides to and from the San Francisco airport. So it said the service won't be offered to all Waymo riders.
Yeah.
At first, the company said Waymo riders who want to experience fewer rides can note their preferences, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I understand them testing a lot in the downtown area, but you would think they would still, in the meantime, be doing like freeway rides because that's easy, right? Or although maybe they're worried about getting on and off the highway. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know but as a passenger, it mentally, for me at least, it is one thing to be like riding downtown somewhere
True.
where you're going 25, 30 miles an hour as to being on a freeway where you're doing 75 and there's nobody at the wheel.
Yeah, very true. That's a really good point because
It's-
crashing at 75 and crashing
It's
at
all a
35.
whole different world. Yeah.
Yeah. C says they're not allowed to use all streets. There are routes they can use. Yeah, absolutely. It's all geofence and stuff like that. I just for some reason thought they were already bopping around. So all right, Octopus tablet. I know we've talked about it several times, but Larry added a new picture. It looks like they've updated their screen a little bit. And Larry, how did you find this picture?
I took that picture of my tablet.
Oh, did you happen to have to adjust it and saw it pop up?
And I was just back there turning on one day. I was like, I need to take a picture for our show because we have that old one. So yeah, I just snapped.
Yeah,
a picture of it.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll definitely need to update ours. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. Obviously, Larry wasn't on a ride, but this is a tablet you can get for yourself if you're a rideshare driver. You can earn, up to $100 a month.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of great stuff. Obviously, the trivia looks like baseball mascot match, which is kind of fun. Catch the donut. And then, you got some ads up here and some videos and shit like that. But I do know that you can also add, you can connect your Uber account if you want, and then they can tip on the tablet and so on and so forth. They've kind of partnered with Uber. You also can turn that off, which is really nice. You're not forced to. But yeah, it's a free way to make money. The tablet's free. Charger, case, whole 9 yards, good support, all that fun stuff. So yeah, definitely check it out. Link is in the description.
Yeah.
If you're driving around doing rideshare all day, why not get paid a little extra money just for pretty much doing nothing?
Yeah, Steve, as far as I know, they're still sending tablets out. I haven't heard anything to the contrary.
I mean, I wouldn't know because I haven't heard anything to the contrary. Well, it's weird they shut their Facebook page down, which is it's weird to me.
Yeah. They're pushing everything to their app,
which is fine, but I'm getting no the only email I get is my referral report every month.
Oh, really?
But I don't even know what they're doing, at least with the Facebook page. I mean, let's face it, no pun intended. There's a lot of people on Facebook. I mean, I use it regularly. I don't really use it maybe for its intended purpose to stay connected with family and friends.
Right.
I kind of use it for the show. There's a lot of groups and stuff. So I don't know. I think it was it got a little toxic, and maybe they just didn't want to fucking deal with it.
Yeah, they might.
You know what I mean? Because being an admin in a group that has like 500,000 people in it, it's got to be like a full-time job.
Yeah, a couple people's full-time job.
Or you just set up the AI so fucking strict that none of it gets through except if it's legitimately a question. So Bubba Sue said Gary just got a new tablet recently. Okay, yeah, I would assume they're hopping. So yeah. She said you should be promoting piss in the StreamYard duck. I don't think there's it is kind of odd because this thirsty goose does look like the StreamYard duck.
There's a very much a resemblance there.
Other than the color. If
they had the green head, if had a green head.
Yeah.
You should paint it. You should paint it, make it look like the StreamYard.
Right. Yeah, no, I still have this little guy in my desk unused. It's brand new. It's got a lot of dust on it, though. That's for sure. This whole desk has a lot of dust. Steve's like, yes, that. It's not a StreamYard duck, though. It's a thirsty goose.
It is a thirsty goose.
I'm not pushing a thirsty goose. I had a link on for a while on that. I'm like, no one ever bought anything. I'm just like, and it was expensive. It was like $45 for this fucking goose.
Yeah.
Like a Gatorade's $2.99.
And you can reuse it over and over.
Yeah, you rinse it out and reuse it. So not that I would ever do that.
Yeah.
All right, Larry. Again, another Amazon Flex video.
It is, yeah. I think this is Amazon Flex.
Well, it's delivery of something.
Yeah, it's delivery, but it's funny to watch. Apparently, this goat gets loose in this Detroit neighborhood, and it's just chasing people all over the place.
He running back.
Oh, I'm such a noob. I thought it was it's literally not have anything to do with gig work.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure it's Amazon Flex.
No, for some reason, I just like my brain just goes to those videos, someone running and jumping on a car. I'm like, it's got to be a driver or
it's got to be a delivery driver.
I mean, they're everywhere.
They are. But anyway, this video is for our audio listeners. Yeah, it's a Detroit neighborhood and this goat's on the loose, and you can hear from the audio that people were kind of scared of this goat. Like people were jumping up on the cars, they were jumping up on porches trying to get away, they were screeching, they were hollering.
I mean, for fair though, I'm not fucking with a goat. Like that was a big goat. I think that was a billy goat. Like that thing is gonna smash your face. If it was like a fainting goat or some little one, I wouldn't. But that thing was big.
Yeah. He could probably push you over.
Right. I'm not messing with that shit. I run from turkeys because those fuckers are assholes.
Yeah.
Going back to the tablet, which the link is in the description. Seth says, "Great conversation piece. Mine has never been used." I don't understand that.
I think that's Thirsty Goose.
Oh,
not the tablet. Yeah.
I thought he
won the one at the picnic.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is a great sorry, Seth. I was very off on that. Yeah, never been used. Yeah, I don't want to use it. I often feel that it wouldn't be able to get cleaned out very well. Like if you peed in it and forgot to clean it and it sat there for like 3 months, you're like, what the fuck is that smell?
Yeah, but I bet it. I bet it is cool as a conversation piece.
Yeah, for sure. Although I have it in my basement, no one comes down here but me, except when Steve talks about it.
But we talk about it on the show how many times? And
I know,
shown it on the show
like once a month.
Yeah.
Steve says I see mountain goats when hiking that.
Oh man, those mountain goats.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That goat was huge. That goat was fucking huge. I'm jumping on the car too. So
yeah.
All right. DoorDash confirms that they had a data leak. Shocker. Looks like phone numbers, email addresses, names, and physical addresses. So we got a lot cooking here.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
It says, despite the fact that hackers stole the numbers and addresses, no sensitive information was accessed by the unauthorized third party. I mean, okay, other than a social security number or driver's license, but basically you can come find where I live and call me on the phone. I mean, that's pretty sensitive if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, but you know, it's so funny. we think that now, but when we grew up, everybody's name and number was in the phone book.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Isn't that wild? I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's a perception thing. I mean, back then, when I mean that's how you found people. You looked them up in the phone book. You know, kids today are like, "What's a phone book?"
Yeah. Also, do you ever people get really fussy when you post a plate number online? Like,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. People
why
lose their
though?
mind. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I don't know. I mean, you see it driving down the street. You know, it's not like it's a secret information.
exactly.
And you post a plate, and nobody knows who it is. You don't have access to that information unless you're in law enforcement, really.
So I don't know because you can find the plate and it will tell you what make and model of that car is.
Okay, so
So
make and model.
right. So we do that. You know, I always bring stuff back to the bus yard, but when we have a plate runner, we'll confirm if that's the actual car. But it does say if you want more, you have to pay and find out who it is. So I don't know if they can, if that is.
You probably can pay.
I think you can for the right amount of money, but
Sure.
yeah, I always feel like people are freaking out with like.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before in
somebody.
Facebook groups a lot of times. Like, oh, that's illegal. You can't be posting their plate, on there.
I mean, I guess if you had like if I have a personalized plate,
Mhm.
and I guess if you posted it, like people might know exactly who you are if you were driving in the area, right? We're like, oh, okay, I know who that is because that's the personalized plate that I saw. But other than that, yeah. What's interesting is this breach originated from an employee falling for social engineering attack. I literally today, I work for Sunset, right? Old people. I have to go through all that fucking training. I literally did a segment tonight, like a 20-minute training about this social engineering.
Yeah, we have to do training on that. When I worked at the city, I was the one who we had software that creates these. And when we send it out to test people,
Yeah,
it's like the same freaking people every year.
It's the same ones.
The same people fall for it.
Yeah, you're going through the training. Like, what? You're getting it right. Like, is it all older people too?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
But yeah, we would do it, and if they clicked on it, it would we could see who had clicked on it or who had just did or different things, and yeah, we would send them a thing like this is not, and then supposedly if they clicked, if they failed it so many times, they'd have to go through remedial training and all this kind of stuff. But it was funny. Like we could create it, and we had. I mean, I had the software. I could create like a fake UPS one. I mean, it was good. It was really good. It wasn't the ones where it was full of typos and the logo was all, janky and, stuff was weird. You could make it look pretty good. And you start sending out those delivery things around, December when people are Christmas shopping and people are going to click on them. But
yeah, it's really gotten a lot better. I feel like a lot of the janky ones go right into spam right away. Like I don't even get them in my email, but I have gotten some like Netflix, your card didn't go through, and it looks legit. Like all you got to do is look at the address though. But like some people don't realize that. And then
or hover over a link and it'll show you, where you're really going.
Yeah, and then and it's like if you're a regular bill payer and you get that, why are you clicking on that? It paid, you're like so yeah, people are dumb.
Yeah.
Steve, you would be slowly putting 10 names on a floppy disk. Yeah, pretty much. All right, Larry, 84% of riders never compare Uber versus Lyft, and that is wild to me.
That blows my mind. It blows my mind. I tell everybody all the time, and I had somebody ask the other day, which one's better, Lyft or Uber? You get that so many times, or which one you like more, everything. Right. And I'm like, dude, always have both the apps. Check. We're getting ready to take a ride. Pull them out both. Check them because sometimes, almost always, one of them is going to be cheaper, and sometimes it's significantly cheaper. I've seen them $10, $12, $20 cheaper, and I'm like, and they're like, nah, I don't ever use Uber, or nah, I don't ever use Lyft. I just always use Uber. I'm like, why would you not do that? Why would you just be loyal to one of them? It's just what they're used to. It's just what they're used to. But yeah, I push that all the time. Like, dude, I always have. Yeah, one might be surging real big, and the other one's not at all. Or the wait time, it might be the same price, but this one it may be a 10-minute wait, and that one's a 20-minute wait.
Yeah, I do find that a tip would be once you find the cheapest, book it right away. Like be
Yes.
ready to go, because trying to alternate back and forth and that will make you crazy. You know what I mean? And it could flip flop, but if you're ready to go and one's $3 cheaper, it literally doesn't matter, because that driver's probably running both apps anyways.
Sure. Yep.
You know, and you know, you might as well fucking go the cheap one. That's where I think these apps need to reward these drivers a little, or not drivers, these customers a little bit more, to keep that loyalty with one app or the other. Although I feel like a lot of people are like you said, are already like, it's just a convenience thing, so they are loyal even without the rewards. So
yeah, they really are. Most of them that I talk to are like, why do you use Uber? I ask them, and they're like, well, yeah, it's what I first started using, and all my friends use it, so I just kind of got used to using it. I don't even have, they don't know, you usually have Lyft downloaded, or they don't have, you know, Uber downloaded. They just have one of them downloaded. I'm like,
right. I love Steve. He's like, I texted you both. Steve, we're doing a fucking live stream. Like I don't look at my phone when I'm doing a live stream. Yeah, remember I said there was something fucked up. Apparently, he said there's YouTube in 3 hours from now.
This is our practice show. Our real show's in 3 hours.
Yeah,
we're working out all the kinks, man.
This is actually our first show ever. So yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. I was wondering why there were 3 on there, but I was like, oh god, this whole new fucking the new stream thing. I thought it had something to do with that. I don't know. Anyways, stop derailing me.
Squirrel.
Steve takes hours and days to reply to a text and give me all trouble. Yeah, I know. Days, weeks, centuries. All right. Real quick. Let's see. 53.
Oh, yes.
So DoorDash is partnering up with Old Navy. So I don't know. Do you shop at Old Navy used to be the shit back in the day.
I've shopped there only if I'm like buying stuff for the, you know, maybe some of the kids that they want something specifically from there or something like that.
Megan and I were just talking about that. We used to shop there all the time, and the prices were cheap and the quality was so, and now the prices are expensive and the quality
no go.
Yeah, and for a while there, they were really pushing the slim fit jeans. So I'd go in there, like every pair was slim fit. I'm like, you see these thighs, mother? Like this, there ain't no slim fit here.
Yeah.
So
I just I had a Katie on TikTok.
Katie.
She's on our TikTok, man. I want to say hi and thank you.
I don't know where I don't see anything.
Oh well.
Anyways, I think it's Katie Marie probably.
Yes.
She's awesome.
Yes, Katie Marie.
So anyways, you can now get your DoorDash or get your Old Navy from DoorDash.
And it's just, again, you know, it's one of those things. It's been a recurring theme throughout this whole year of these companies, DoorDash especially. They're really by far the one that's, you know, leading the pack in this, building these partnerships with different companies.
Yeah. I don't understand why they don't like these, like all these companies aren't doing this. Like, why aren't you using, like, this is, who was I talking to? Probably my mother-in-law, you know what she's talking about, you know, having to go to the store. I was like, Mom, like in a couple years. Oh, no. It was Costco. It was me and Megan. That's right. I'm sure I talked to my mother-in-law about that too, but it was Costco. We were wondering why Costco doesn't have curbside yet for like the customer, not like through Instacart or whatever.
Right.
But why doesn't it do that? And I'm like, they're missing the boat. Like everyone else is going to curbside. Before, we're not going to have anybody in the stores but employees.
Yeah.
And a few randoms that like to shop. But like, I mean, if I could get curbside without having to go through Instacart and paying the fees and you know, the tip of the driver and stuff, I would totally do that. Although it is kind of fun to go to Costco to look at the cool shit they got too. But
and you know, I would imagine part of their reasoning is, you know, they know that people will spend more when they go in the store.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. We definitely, when we order groceries online, we definitely don't spend as much.
Yeah, you know how it is. You're walking through the store and they have them, you know, they pay, you know, buku money to have people design the store to make you buy the maximum amount of stuff. You know, they know exactly where to put the stuff to make you walk through the whole store to get everything that you're going to need, and you pass everything. So you're going to have some impulse buys.
Yeah, for sure. That's such a good point. Like the little Debbie's in the aisles and stuff like that. Yeah. Which I'm a sucker for. It's hard when you're doing Spark and you're working at Walmart and you're walking past this shit. 10 times.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I think what is kind of nice now is, at least at Spark at my Walmart, you have to go, they have Spark checkout aisles, and you can't scan your own shit. Like, you can't buy your own stuff.
Right.
So you would have to literally go through the Spark one
and then go through the other aisle.
Park your car and go through, and I'm too lazy to do that.
That's too much work, man. That's
so
too
I
much
typically
work.
don't even fuck around with that.
Yeah, that's why that's one of the things that gets me with food delivery. Start delivering food, and I'm like, damn, it's making me hungry now. You know.
Yeah.
I'm fine out there, grinding when I'm doing rideshare. Don't even think about it. I'm not hungry at all. And then you get something you're delivering that's really, really smells good. And you're like, oh man.
Well, you can just be that guy that gets DoorDash delivered to his car when he's DoorDashing.
Or be one of those people, just takes about half of it for themselves.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Yes.
It probably happens in every city on a daily basis.
Yes.
Somebody does that.
Oh yeah,
which is
no doubt.
fucking weird. I can't imagine doing that to somebody.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous.
I don't even think I would do that to my worst enemy. Even if I saw like it was like this piece of shit I know, I would deliver it just like I would anybody else.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not gonna do that. Jesus. So.
I delivered insomnia cookies to my ex-wife.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
When did this happen?
This was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Damn, how did we never hear this story? It's probably not much of a story, right?
There's not much story. No, I got it, and I saw the name, and I was like, because they don't give you the whole last name. It's like the first name, last initial, and I was like, and then I saw the address, and it was where she works, and I was like, yep. and so now when I got there, I just left them at the window. I didn't hand them to her, and didn't see her. No, but
okay.
But she texted me later. She's like, was that you that delivered my cookies?
Oh, so she got your phone number. Oh, is that your ex from your kids?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you obviously have her phone number. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure we talked about it back in the day.
I'm sure I'll forget everything we talked about on this show.
Well, sure.
Once I hit end stream.
Yep.
So, but all right, let's do the last one on the Patreon.
Okay.
Thank you guys all for tuning in. Sorry about all the confusion at the beginning and internet troubles.
Yeah.
It's so hard. I have a friend, her name is Becky, and she wants to start a bus podcast. And I've thought about it, but talking about like the funny stuff and the woes and stuff like that. And I was asking her, we were talking about the live stream part of it. And I was like, you know what? You don't want to live stream. Not yet, until you're really comfortable, because live stream adds a whole nother level of complexity.
Oh yeah. If you hadn't figured all this stuff out, like I would never have started a live stream.
Right. Yeah. And if we were just recording you and I, and you were having a tech issue, we just stop. I'd say go reboot your computer or whatever. I'd get a cup of coffee, come back, but when you got people live, you got to fill. So
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Normally I reboot every time before, and I think I forgot tonight.
Did you?
I think I did. Yeah. I was too worried with my heating pad on, man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, anyways, we are going to be streaming live at 8:10 p.m. Hopefully no tech issues anymore.
Yeah. I'd love to have you join us.
Part of the Patreon, go to patreon.com/thegigecon podcast. There you can sign up for the $7 tier, and you can watch us live. You can actually join us in the studio and talk with us and ask questions as well.
Yeah.
So, the jury is still out for next Wednesday if I'm going to stream. I don't know. I think last year we took Thanksgiving Wednesday off too, didn't we?
I think we did.
I think we did. So we may or may not be here, depending if I'm in a pissy mood or not and want to plan a show. But I really appreciate you guys all. If we don't see you next Wednesday.
Yeah. If we don't, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We'll definitely see you the week after that. And then we always take a couple weeks off at Christmas. But as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night. Thanks, everybody.